It's not working. It's like they're lying to you like the elevator's not working, and it seems to be working. Say, I saw the elevator across the street here only has borrow, only has this elevator. I don't know. So the clothes, someone left their clothes here. They steal my clothes regularly. This rapper called Fabulous, they used to taunt me for since there was COVID. Simply man, what's his name? P Diddy. They used to like rap about me. P Diddy would say that at the point P Diddy came back and did a song called "I'm a Gay," and I was born in Puerto Rico, and I've been trying to sue the U.S. immigration for arresting me wrongfully. When I was in town, when my mother brought me here, and I've been trying to sue the police for taking my home after I came out of immigration prison wrongfully. And Arugana was helping me and also when I took Arugana there. I was helping the copy for the police. 13 CV party. So since I've been experiencing, you know, I've been experiencing kinds of trying to lure me into a sexual relationship just to kill me and inherited the money I have. And also, my mother's doing killed her by framing us crazy. Bellevue Hospital said inheritance scam is so rampant here, somebody can just kidnap you and kill you. They said this PDD was into that also. Not so much inheritance fraud, but it would traffic people and sexually take advantage of them. Some people have been luring me with fake romance and stuff. There's a lot of gays get lured by straight people with with fake romance, and they'll kill the gay person and take the money. My guy was gay, came to New York like 2 years ago. And a black American lured him with fake romance, and the black American gave him poisoned his drink, gave him fentanyl laced marijuana, and the white guy died, and the black American in the Uber, and the white guy ransacked his pocket and stole his credit card and went and shot Bloomingdale's. And the Manhattan district attorney, was able to prove that case. But the Manhattan district attorney is not helping me. So I'm experiencing all kinds of stuff. So there's this fabulous release. There's this song now, come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. So sometimes I go by a fabulous store to go charger, in case I'm not able to use the phone charger at the library, because they have this someone to send little kids to try to punch me. There's a phone charger outside the library on Cadman Plaza, but the library's about to close and they messed with the elevator and somebody left this clothes there, you know. So, 105 as a play spot, like yesterday I was coming out of the library. Oh, yeah, they were playing that song, the Power 1051. So I believe some black Americans are in cahoot and they're trying to. So, family called Keith, I checked my phone, then the police person around after me at Blackface basketball stadium. So sometimes when I'm going to check my phone, I'll see police fabulous. Start call. And I always beg for money. Anytime I'm begging for money, they won't give me nothing. Even sometimes, they've been making messages about me in the song, in the songs and also, and I'll contact him, he won't give me nothing. So, but a disclaimer that I'm not looking for marriage, love. I'm just looking for charity, and it won't respond. Some surveillance had an immigration to the FBI surveillance you forever. Said that the same people that are into hanky panky, they would like to inform. So they wouldn't want to appear on FBI surveillance tapes or stalking with you, and they would just try to groom you and make it look like you're the one that is pursuing them. And one day they may just try to get in the car and just close your mouth and steal all your phones and put you in an underground basement, choke you dead. Maybe take your sperm. I was born a boy, I'm not a girl, and create babies and kill you. So I've been trying to sue United States of America, and they're fighting dirty, and their ABS give information to black Americans to rape me and steal my asset. So they lock up this elevator, And there's this black American rapper named Fabulous. So if I'm unable to go to the library to charge my phone, because but the library's about to close almost 6 p.m. now. The library closes at 8 p.m. today. So I normally go to the Atlantic Avenue near the basketball stadium, Nets basketball stadium. There's a police precinct there, and there's police camera. That's why I normally charge my phone. Because if I charge my phone anywhere, sometimes people try to steal my phone outside. So I like to go in front of the police precinct in Brooklyn here. There's police camera around. So I believe that the MTA is trying to get me robbed by it's trying to get me robbed by black Americans. I'm worth a lot of money potentially. I'm from Nigeria, and when my mother brought me as a child, immigration arrested me wrongfully. She had a green card. I was a teenager, and it said a green card doesn't allow her to bring any child. And there was a number of children the immigration was arresting or whatever, and that policy is wrong because under international law, you cannot separate a mother and a child. So if you give a mother a green card, you have to give a child a visa to allow the child come here. And I did hear they have that's an order that the immigration is supposed to give any child of a permanent resident that comes with the parent a special visa called a humanitarian parole visa. So when my mother brought me here, the immigration didn't give me that visa and they arrested me instead. The case lasted 8 years and my mother suffered a heart attack during that time. And somebody later poisoned my mother and killed her. While she went to the hospital to treat her heart disease, our daughters went and told the hospital to lock her up. I just wanted to kill her fast. So they kept provoking my mother. Now my mother is dead. I'm trying to sue Bellevue Hospital. I'm trying to sue immigration. So there's some black Americans that are trying to lure me into fake marriage. I was born a boy, now I'm a girl. And the people can inherit the money. In England, that practice is called graveyard marriages. People that would target people that want a lot of money to marry and kill them. I think that practice is originated in England or it's well developed in England, but it's coming right here now. So I believe this is what is happening. So I'm a victim of sex trafficking. So this Fabulous has a store near the police station at Atlantic Avenue area where the Barclays Stadium is. So if I'm unable to charge my phone here, I normally go near that police precinct because there's police cameras in front of that police precinct. So at least, it's not so safe outside. But at least if somebody robs me when I'm charging my phone, the police camera will prove it. Because here in America, I don't believe the police will have to do nothing. So I believe they're trying to lure me to go to that area so that I can, further grooming. So when I go to that area, a lot of white people there give me $20. So that you look like, anytime I pass by that store, that Fabulous is telling the white people to give me $20. And they could just kill me and claim I adopted his children. So they already gave me money. They said some black Americans said they're going to lie in court. They adopted their kids and kill me. And anytime I go to use the bathroom in the train station, they're calling the police to arrest me. As a matter of fact, I went to today it was raining, and I went to near the MTA quarters to Broadway. I went to get food. The exact address where I normally get my food outside in the food court. The address is Beaver Street and Broadway. It's near to Broadway MTA quarters. So there's this black American guy. He was standing in the rain and was saying K2 drugs, K2. So they've been telling me they're going to kill me in the bathroom and say I'm smoking, and the police tried to arrest me, and I flushed the drug down the toilet, but the police shoot me dead so that the black Americans can go get money. So it's like they're trafficking immigrants in America. My mother just killed her, drugged her, while the police ran up my mother almost as soon as I came out of immigration prison. And I was telling my mother, the police soon took over our home wrongfully and ran into me and my mother homeless. And so this is what is going on. They're holding me hostage. I'm a Nigerian. I'm trying to sue the U.S. government for arresting me as a child. The INS arrested me. And now they're blocking the elevator. And I can't get outside. And they're trying to lure me to keep working in this Brooklyn rapper Fabulous store called Keith. He sells clothes. And I had a black American woman to singing a song, which is like a hit song now. So come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. And the song also goes like, silly of me to to say I don't want you back. All I needed was space. But just, because when I walk past him, when I walk past him, I would stand outside. I said, sir, can you please help me? And he would ignore me, you know. So I think they're growing me to keep coming back in front of his office, his store, Keith. Even to, I think that was one time I went into a store. I was asking them, do they sell clothes and stuff? Yeah, but it was only one time. And it was part of the grooming, and they didn't sell me no clothes and whatever, you know. So please donate to my cash app. Sir, I don't know where the elevator is. Can I use this one with you, please?
No, just walk. I told you to walk.
That's another elevator?
Yes.
It's new?
Yes, it's new.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that's another elevator. Because I used to go to... Huh?
Just walk straight down. You'll see it.
I don't want me to use this one with you.
Nah, not yet. It's still out of service. We're working on it.
You've been going up and down, though.
We got to make sure it's running fine.
Oh, my goodness. For the past 30 minutes I've been there, it's been going up and down. You know what? I came to San Francisco as soon as I came out of immigration prison in 2003. And I used to come here and use this elevator. I never knew they have a new elevator now. They didn't put a sign and say go use the new elevator. So I would have just given up, go back on the train, and go to where that fabulous has a clothing store. Key, there's a police prison there. I'm gonna go check my phone. As long as you be standing outside, when I walk by the area, it's a rich neighborhood. A lot of people go to play, watch the basketball game. Nets play, so people be giving me money, $20 here, $20 here. So I guess they plan to kill me in the future. When I'm using the bathroom in the train station, and they say they're going to lie on me that I'm doing drugs, and the police first got me toilet, but the police was able to kill me. Then pay money to whoever comes up to say they need the money. So, in case I die and kill, only super activists like me should administer my state and get justice to my late mother, and donate the rest of my assets in charitable financial donation to those serving in the favor like me. And people being defrauded by church partners for assistance. No family member or friend should administer my state or get any inheritance or anything from my state. So no family member or so-called friend should administer my state or get any inheritance from my state. Only super activists like me that haven't denied me of the past should administer my state and get justice for me and my late mother and donate the rest out to charity for those suffering in the favor like me. And in case I die or I'm killed, nobody should make a movie about me. I'm very guarded about my image. I even told the immigration while they arrested me as a teenager in 2000, and they wanted to deport me to Nigeria. And I told them I'm not safe in Nigeria. And I asked them, I said, because my father was abusing me there. And they were like, did I tell anybody while he was abusing me? Because my mother was here with my siblings. I said, no. They said, why? I said, because I'm introverted. I don't really like to talk about my personal life to anybody. Unless I'm really, really under duress. So it's my immigration fault. I'm introverted. So my family and any so-called friend wouldn't know about my life. Unless things I post online, because I don't really talk about my life. I only talk about some of my life, especially now that I'm under death threat. My mother's been killed, my father's been killed. So I have no choice than to just talk about some aspect of my life. On social media, that's be as much as anybody knows about me. And that's not my entire life story. So I don't trust anybody to be able to depict my life, fully. And, so that's why I said nobody should make a movie about me unless I'm alive and well. To participate in that movie and direct it. So you can find evidence of me being introverted in my immigration interview in July 2000. My immigration file is 77954-628. That's my immigration file number. And to show that I told the immigration I'm introverted. And also, I solemnly swear under United States federal laws and other relevant laws and U.S. Constitution that what I'm saying is true to the best of my knowledge, belief, and what I remember. I'm looking for a non-conditional charitable financial donation to my Cash App, NYC Homeless, and or to me in person, I do beg for money anywhere I go. And or student loan to my Cash App, NYC Homeless, And to me person, such student loan should have interest rate similar to the one U.S. government charges students here in America or commercial bank charges students here in America. Whichever interest rate is lower, I don't want to be priced out. And nobody, people when I was younger, people used to tell me I look like Michael Jackson. I don't look like him anymore. I was born because I don't want to be connected to him in any way or form. And nobody should make a movie about me. Period. About anything unless I'm alive and want to participate in that movie and direct that movie and market that movie. Yeah, I don't want nobody to. I'm not into any surrogacy with anyone. I'm not looking for marriage with anyone. I'm not looking to be a member of any cult or gang, whether religious, sexual, or social. Uh, if anybody says, tries to say that what I'm saying about in my swans statements like this under perjury is wrong and they know me better, that person should be arrested for attempted perjury. I don't have any secret agreement with anyone to go against my sworn statements like this on social media. And if anybody claims to have any agreement with them, otherwise, they need to present a signed affidavit, especially written and signed. I know people lie nowadays and they try to discredit your social media as artificial intelligence. This is my true face. I was born in Pipe now a girl. And that guy's an MTA worker. I believe, his employment records can be subpoenaed, And today is Thursday, I believe March 5th, 2026. It's around 5 p.m. This is Borough Hall train station. So that guy his employment record can be subpoenaed. He's working in the elevator to show, that could be some form of witness, even though we don't necessarily want to testify in my favor as his employer. I also trying to keep, they're trying to get me killed. There was a time they locked up the bathroom for 4 years. And a black American took me home, a Caribbean American who was born here from in America with his friends of a lady, and raped me. I was just trying to use the bathroom so he wants to get married right away. And held him hostage in his home. So anytime these are trained, they are working with the police and gangs to try to groom me to be raped and robbed because I'm trying to sue the United States of America and I'm trying to sue New York City police for arresting me wrongfully. So the inconvenient, the city of New York rendered me homeless for 16 years now. There's a court order since the 1990s that anytime the city of New York seizes people's basement apartment, they've been seizing basement apartments in the 1990s. They said they don't want people living in basement apartment. As soon as I came out of immigration prison, I was living with my mother and we moved to a basement apartment. And the police came and removed us and they killed every guy that was helping my mother with the court papers. So I've been homeless for 16 years. And they don't help me. There's a court order in the Supreme Court here in Brooklyn since 1990s that when the police takes your basement apartment, the city of New York is supposed to put you in a hotel room permanently and then help you to permanent apartment. I've applied for night child housing, public housing for 16 years now. And anytime I go on the night child application website to check my status, as soon as I enter my social security number, the night child application website will crash and will give me code error. They said the night child, they have so much vacant apartments now, almost 10,000 vacant apartments, but they are moving people through the back door, allowing people to break in the locks and moving through the empty apartments with immigrants on their recorder. They said doing all kinds of stuff, but their recorders told Biden that Biden should stop bringing immigrants to America. They're going to destroy the economy. So this Eric Adams, the former mayor of Black America Mayor, has, made sure people like me are going to school, homeless immigrant, trying to get housing and no lawyer will help me. Even though there's multiple court orders, even there's a monitor against the NYPD to stop and frisk. And I'm contacting the monitors, some of the law firm or not for the Manhattan Federal Court appointed Southern District, our Bronx Defenders, our ACLU, and I sent out videos now for almost many months on Instagram. I contacted the Civilian Complaint Review Board. They said you can submit evidence through Instagram, and none of them gets back to me. So they shut me out of the court process, and they want the black Americans to rape me and choke me dead and take my son and produce babies. My father's been dead, killed. My mother's been dead, killed. And they want to wipe my entire bloodline out, especially. My mother has other daughters. I don't trust those. I'm just they're people with the narcotic gang, and and they want to make sure that especially I get wiped out, I don't get nothing. So this is like genocidal. I was born a boy. I'm not a girl. I don't have any child. I'm not looking to adopt any child or girl. I'm not looking to adopt any child. But it's not right. As a gay Nigerian, I was born a boy. I'm not a girl. I don't have any child or children. Do not try to get me. Hello, sir. Hey, kids. I know. Don't bump into people. Don't bump into people. I don't want them to kill me, and nobody will hear my story. So I'm not into any sex calls. I don't approve of anyone bumping into me. So this Fabulous, P Diddy, and a rapper named Young Miami, they released a song before P Diddy got arrested. He said, "If you look good, act bad. If you look good, act bad." I was telling people to just engage in wild sexual adventure, and to prove they're looking good. So I don't authorize anyone to sexually abuse me in any way or form. I'm not into any sex calls. Please, the radio station Power 105.1 and this fabulous rapper, please stop trying, and the MTA, please stop trying to lure me into sexual grooming. I hear P. Diddy used to kidnap ordinary people on the street and rape them, male and female, and used to start them. Even before he got arrested, I saw someone who looks like him. I used to send him messages also. Because he was trying to lure me. He released that rap song. If you look good, act bad. In my Young Miami and Fabulous. And he went to Nigeria, even though, and he was wearing wigs like a woman, on YouTube, even though Nigeria, they kill gay people there. And he went to Nigeria around that time also, and then he released a song, "I travel out the world for you, my love. I will do anything to make up you, my love." So I started sending messages. I wasn't interested in doing sexually, because I heard it's very notorious rapper, and it was a notorious B.I.G. and I love him like a disappearance. I'm not gonna let you kill the notorious B.I.G. And the B.I.G. used to rap, your girl is tied up in a Brooklyn basement, and that's how I say richer than richer or something like that. And the feds have to come and get him. So I don't necessarily want to associate myself with the hip hop industry, because I know there's a lot of crime, sex trafficking. I'm just a Nigerian immigrant. I'm not looking to associate myself with hip hop, but I associate myself with anybody. I just want to live my life solo, single solo. I'm not looking for marriage with anyone. So please, I'm not looking to be sex trafficked either. I didn't even know they have a new elevator. So they just apparently just made this elevator. I didn't leave a sign. Normally, if that guy hadn't shown up in the elevator and I had to tell him to let me get into the other elevator, I wouldn't have known. So they made this new elevator and there was no sign. And I was just going to that neighborhood where the Nets basketball stadium is, where Fabulous has a store. So go and try my phone and then try to make it look like, I was in cahoots, and I normally walk by the store because I was interested in aggressive abduction, and I was interested in being raped. So there's the people trying to rape me and kill me and claim, and they say they're going to have me killed in the MTA train station when I'm using the bathroom, have the police come shoot me there. And I heard there's something here called ghetto lottery, where people out of desperation will create accidents to try to sue the city of New York. And I guess after they kill me, they will tell the courts, even if they get caught red-handed, that that person was in cahoots, was desperate, and we all screamed. And I was claiming I already adopted a child, so whatever. My stupidity may have got me killed because I thought if the police shoot me, I would survive it. But the claim, regardless, these people's children, I already adopted them. They would lie, and then they will hurt my state. So, so this is crazy. I've been telling FIFA it's not safe. And FIFA, still decided to bring the World Cup here. I said the World Cup would end here in New York City on July 19th. She tried to throw me. My mother brought me here in July 2000, and I was 19 years old. So I've been contacting the FIFA president, Infantino, and it said that to help me investigate what is going on. And the FIFA have helped me. The FIFA declared that that America is still safe. They don't think immigrants are being abused, and the World Cup will be hosted here in New York City, as well as in Mexico and Canada. And I think they said it's going to end in New York City on July 19th. So like this FIFA is encouraging the American authorities to go ahead and traffic me and with a scheme to kill me and to take my money. That even this FIFA is in cahoots. They said this FIFA is a lot of racism allegation against them also, against African soccer players, whereby African soccer players get mistreated and FIFA doesn't really help them. They get dragged into unfair wage contracts and stuff. They don't always get compensated to the best of their quality and stuff. So it's a mess. So this one's going on. So they're playing all these games. They don't want to openly admit to what they're doing. So please, Manhattan Federal Court, the monitors they're supposed to help me to monitor instances of the NYPD. And the officers that arrested me, I was using the bathroom last year after a Brooklyn rapper threatened me that, is going to handle a bitch. His name is Primo. So, it's going to show that bitch, anybody can just have her. I was like in a bathroom setting with his wife. I was telling her, watch your head. And as soon as I went to the bathroom, like 2 days later, on November 14, 2025, at Chambers Street Station, like 7 persons surrounded me and dragged me out of the bathroom and bumped my head against the wall. It said a Black American male. So them I stole something. And I was trying to explain to them, yes, I've been getting threatened by a Brooklyn rapper and some other people. As I was talking to the police, slammed my head on the wall, so we don't want to hear it from me. We don't want to hear that person. You're here to investigate a crime, not to assume I'm guilty. I said that the Manhattan Federal Court and the Brooklyn Federal Court in Florida, the city of New York, in 2013 ruled that you should stop profiling people and assuming they're guilty due to any allegation against them because they're black. And they slammed me to the floor in November 2025. I've posted the video on my YouTube. YouTube's been deleting my videos. It's no longer there. Or somebody's been deleting my videos. And even when I'm starting to post videos, sometimes YouTube will tell me I'm banned, that my videos are always too controversial. So they're telling me they're going to kill me. Every time they're going to kill me and wipe out all my videos from YouTube. And nobody will care to even. So please, Manhattan Federal Court, you have to help me. I'm trying to find out abuse corpses. The federal monitors, like Civilian Complaint Review Board, like the Bronx Defenders, like the American Civil Liberty Union, they have not helped me. I've reached out to them on Instagram every day, and they don't advertise it. So victims like me, to tell us how to contact them. So I was reading the newspaper like 2 days ago, and I found out that, that you, Manhattan Federal Court, have appointed several monitors, but they're not helping victims like me. And the American law firms are not helping me. My mother was rendered homeless with insanity, and me and her used to go to different lawyers, and they wouldn't help us. Even Eric Gordon, before he was killed, was a Black American cigarette. Told me that, there's a court order that favors me. Florida City of New York says he doesn't go to court. It says he's going to come to court with me. I was reporting him. And the first one I chucked him there, the same place where he was talking to me. Another Black American that was helping me, his name is Michael. As I filed a lawsuit against the NYPD at that time, 2013, 2014. The court number, case number is 13CV 5052. I filed a Brooklyn Federal Court here. So I need to stop profiling. And the police came into my home without a warrant and removing. And I'm gonna say my court provider I thought is very good. That he's gonna come to court with me and tell you court that. So, and he told me if anything happens to him in the future, I guess he was afraid the person trying to kill him for trying to help me. He said I should continue to go to court and let your court know. So they killed Arizona right away. At the same place where I met him, I was recording him, and the FBI and the immigration was monitoring me at that time because I was trying to sue immigration. And also another black American that was helping, his name is Michael. He swore an affidavit that he was helping, and I submitted with the Brooklyn Federal Court before the kid Oregano. In the court case number 13 CV 5052 Eastern District Court here in Brooklyn Federal Court. And that Michael just came out of prison and was helping me. And when he went to the police precinct to submit, I was standing to help me serve the police my court case number 13 CV 5052. He said the police was mistreating him and was harassing him and said he was fearful for his life that the police would try to retaliate. And I was recording this Michael also. And that Michael told me that same day it's not going to help me anymore. And that's the same day I met Oregano, and Oregano said it's going to continue helping me. And the person I killed Oregano. So that Michael, I submitted a sworn affidavit in 2014. Right before Oregano got killed, I submitted he filled out a sworn affidavit for me, and I submitted it with the Brooklyn Federal Court. My case 13 CV 5052. That case has been dismissed. I couldn't follow up after the killed Oregano, and my mother was killed also. Because no lawyer will help me. So the court dismissed my case for not showing up in court anymore. And the lawyers here refused to help me, and some black Americans and some Americans are telling me you're just a sacrifice, your business as a Christian, so we're going to kill you, and nobody's going to help you, and we're going to lie against you, get you to an hotel. So, please, Manhattan Federal Court, the monitors, your appointed American Civil Liberty Union, they never help me. I've been trying to get them to help people before. Since like 2011, I'll contact the American Civil Liberties Union. And they wouldn't help me. Because I used to go, after the police took my home, I used to go to the library to research how to sue NYPD. And the library, at that time, Trayvon Martin was killed for wearing a hoodie. So the Manhattan Library would tell me, stop coming to the library wearing a hoodie. So it's against the law to wear a hoodie. And I contacted American Civil Liberty Union around that 2011, to see if they can help me. And they told me no, we're sorry, they declined my case. And Oregano said it's going to help me. And Oregano was struck dead for all my cases in 2014. So I believe that some of your law firms in America don't want me alive because they discriminated against me in the past and they don't want to answer. So why they're not helping Africans? Like Negro Society, so they're in cahoots with the American gangsters and MTA to just, and they want to kill me and to deny me legal access. This contravenes the law. They help Americans. There's a court order, since 1996. Settlement court order. That anytime that the NYPD takes your home because it's a basement apartment, there's a settlement agreement since the 1990s in Brooklyn Supreme Court here. That the city of New York has a duty to provide you housing, hotel room, and then provide you permanent housing, an apartment. And I contact Legal Aid, they don't help me. American Civil Liberty Union, I contact them every day I send videos to them. So please investigate this matter in federal court in Manhattan and have them expelled and have them sanctioned, put them in prison for denying me justice. Let them know America's not a part of society because the whole world is watching. I'm also going to contact the International Criminal Court because I don't know why I'm being denied justice in America, but since slavery happened in America, 10 million Africans like me have been lynched and killed, So please stop the lynching in America. There's the social media world, and people have been telling me that, I'm going to be killed, and they're all going to lie that, they're so sorry, they were too busy to help me. They know what's going on. Even there's a black American MTA worker, the Vice President, Trayvon Thompson. I always see him on the street. He's also alleged that somebody's going to get killed in the subway soon. He said it's also a civil accident. So I always contact him on Instagram, and he wouldn't respond to me. Then he would come near me on the street, and I'll say, sir, why are you playing games with me? Can you please help me tell me to send more videos? Then when I sent him more videos on Instagram, he wouldn't respond. Then he started posting messages with suspicious statements that he has to get paid. So a lot of black Americans said that before they can help me, I have to marry them or agree to child support, adopt their children, and they just don't want to help me, and they don't get nothing. So they're holding me for ransom. So I'm not trying to bribe anybody. And then this black American, Trayvon Thompson, then started taunting me, posting videos like that. He gets a lot of messages every day and doesn't read them all, and says somebody's going to read them. So I guess they're all waiting for me to get killed. And whoever kills me and whoever tries to get my money, they'll tell the person, look, this person has been sending us videos. We have leverage. You've got to share that money with us. Otherwise, we're going to put you on blast. So they're holding me for ransom. So there are people that are going for what I'm going through, and then waiting till I get killed and somebody else makes a move to get the money and claims for someone else to claim I married them, or lie that I adopted the children. Maybe it is fabulous. And then these other people like the MTA worker, Trayvon Thompson, they contact this person and say, look, We got the evidence. I met this person in person, and this person wasn't looking for marriage. So you're lying against this person. So you better pay me a cut of the money. Otherwise, I expose you. So they're using me as they said in prison they call it trade. Yeah, in prison, if you're feminine and you're gay, people will take advantage of you. So I'm feminine, I'm gay, I'm not in the prison, but they created a de facto prison for me, whereby the police arrested me in Brooklyn here on July 23rd, 2019, slammed me on the floor, how the guy slapped me, and they stole my brick and stole my money. So I don't have any travel documents, I can't even escape. Yeah, and I've contacted the Brooklyn prosecutor's office, and they told me to wait outside. They're going to call a cab to take me to a shelter for crime victims. They didn't do that. During the snowstorm, February 2, 2026, 19 people have died in that snowstorm on the street, and the Brooklyn prosecutor's office needs to be arrested. Imagine, Brooklyn DA, his name is Gonzalez, and it says they were sending black American kids to beat up in this neighborhood near the Atlantic Avenue basketball stadium in front of Texas. And I always call the police that the black American kids beating up. And the police would tell me, stop calling us, or we're going to arrest you. I'm saying you're just lying. Say there's a black American gang or three gangs attacking you. And a guy called Michael Hernandez, around 2 years ago, was sitting in the same area where the kids normally attack him, and said the kids jumped him and stabbed him there. And his mother has been wanted. Why are those teenagers allowed to attack people and nobody arrested them? So I've been contacting the Brooklyn prosecutor's office and they refuse to help me either or help that Michael Hernandez. So this is serious. The police are allowing street gangs and they also are joining in to abuse minorities. And they've stolen my green card. They're holding me for ransom. I can't escape to other jurisdictions to apply for crime victim services because without a photo ID, I won't be able to prove my identity. And this Trump said any immigrants they find in the port authority or the airport, they should be questioning us based on our accent and the way we dress and checking our immigration status. And if you don't have valid proof of immigration status, they will lock you up. I could deport you. My mother is dead, and I criticize this Trump a lot. They said that they're deporting people to the wrong countries, and they'll claim you signed a waiver to contest your deportation. And they said this Trump is putting immigrants on psychiatric medication, so they can just put in a straitjacket and already misdiagnosed as crazy. So they said, hey, if you're an immigrant in immigration prison, they're mistreating people there. Don't give them enough food. And yes, because of the anger, they'll put you in a straitjacket and start getting the immigration officer will claim, you're threatening them. And they can just deport you while you're on cross and claim you signal to them that you want to waive your due process right to contest the deportation in court. So I don't have anybody to check for me. They're kidnapping people in America. I criticize the Trump administration. I'm aware of some of his crime. He used to do people like me in his hotel called Trump Casino in Atlantic City. And when I go there to gamble and win money, they call the police on me and don't give me the money. So U.S. Senator called Mr. McKelly from Arizona, said he's aware of victims like that and he wants the victims to testify in an impeachment against Trump this year. And I've been contacting this U.S. Senator McKelly, but guys, because I'm in Nigeria, doesn't want to help me, he wants me on Instagram. And the U.S. Senators like Schumer, Kim Jeffries of New York, I contact them, AOC, Alexandra Cortez. They ignore me also. Your U.S. senators don't want to help me. Your Congress don't want to help me because I'm a Nigerian and the rather watch like get killed and help Americans instead. So they have the evidence of this Trump duping in 2011. I won money in his casino, 2011, and they didn't pay me the money to call the police on. The name of the hotel was Trump's Casino Taj Mahal. And to delete evidence, we fought for bankruptcy. But they said, the U.S. Secretary said there's so many victims and they want to help those victims, but they refuse to help me. So this is wrong to create an apartheid society. Apartheid is when the one race decides to rule the whole society. And they're using black Americans in cahoots, and they're ethnic minorities like me. They're black Americans joining. I'm a Nigerian, and they're making sure I don't get nothing. There's some black American rappers that say they want to kill me and said, we Africans enslaved black Americans and sold them to slavery, and their ancestors didn't get nothing, and they're going to cheat us under this truck. So when I'm paying that tax, some black Americans will say, exactly, as I'm talking to other people, I'm under attack, please help me, and they will make me fun. So exactly, that God brought Trump to allow black Americans to exact revenge on African immigrants. Just like shit. So there's a T visa that's supposed to be given to immigrants that are being attacked by criminal activities. So this time, is been convicted of 40 crimes and is running a racketeering whereby he's using the immigration to threaten people like me to silence. They said it's not unusual for Americans to use INS to threaten people. There will be landlords, Trump as a landlord. They'll be calling INS on their tenants, say they're illegal, especially if the tenants complains about the condition of the building. So this is unlawful, and Clinton, aware of something like this, signed a law, T visa law, that's supposed to protect you from deportation and allow you to stay in America forever. But now the police department, I already have a green card English student, so I don't need a T visa. But now they're hiring Jamaicans and other immigrants to start a fight with me to make it look like I'm the one bothering people, so that when I'm using the bathroom, some Jamaicans will come to the bathroom. I say these Africans, they stink. They'll call the police on me. They're in cahoots at the Long Island Railroad in Brooklyn, sometimes in Long Island Railroad in Manhattan. They'll hire people to be making fun of me, immigrants also, so as to get me angry, so the police can come and shoot me dead. And then the police will have these people testify that, that it's true. I was just a troublemaker. I was bothering immigrants. And these immigrants will get T visa to stay in America forever while I get killed. So the police are trying to kill two birds with one stone. Give these immigrants T visa by having them testify against me and having them jump me and kill me, so the police can kill me, because the police don't want me to sue them because I'm a witness to Eric Garner being killed on purpose. And there's a whole lot of evidence I can't really talk about. I'm trying to make it to the library before it closes. So please, Manhattan Federal Court, please issue habeas corpus. Please waive any fee. I'm a de facto hostage. The police lied on me and stole my green card, arrested me, locked me in a mental ward. And it's not unusual for people that kidnap people to try to move you from place to place to secure you from escape. So they said what they're doing now is, if they don't kill right away, the police will go and lock you up in a mental home. Where in places like Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Disability Law Center said, people being locked up in the mental home there, the workers will beat them up, punch them, and when they take the case to court, the jury will find the workers not guilty. The workers claim the person was crazy and attacked them first. They said he was spitting at them, and they'll take all your phones from you so you can't communicate with outside world. So they've already took my green card and passport and my social security number. I can no longer legally work, and under international law, that's slavery. If you unlawfully take someone's work papers, under American law, you have to show proof of your citizenship or lawful immigration status to work. So the police arrested me, stole my green card, and my passport has been stolen. My social security has been stolen also. So and the immigration requires current ID before they can renew any of your document. So they left me in limbo, a de facto hostage taking. So under the law, there are things that that a de facto, status. Even though it looks like I'm walking free, it's not unusual for people to be held in big prison when they can walk. The Rikers Island is an island by itself. The prisoners can roam the prison. So if I'm trapped in New York, I can't leave because my passport has been stolen, my green card has been stolen, the police was specifically stealing my documents. And I can't, and they arrested me in 2019, choked me, and took all my documents and money. So I'm trapped here in New York City. I can't leave. So I'm a de facto hostage. There was a Nigerian that brought another Nigerian here to work as a nanny, and he took the person's passport and ID. And the person was working as a nanny, taking the kids to school for that Nigerian. The Nigerian nanny was working for another Nigerian. And the person finally reported to the police years later. And they put that Nigerian in prison for forced slavery and hostage taking. Once you take someone's immigration document, they can no longer freely walk back. So I'm a de facto slave and hostage. So please, Brooklyn Federal Court, please waive any application procedure. Please order the city of New York to return my green card that was taken when the police arrested me July 23rd, 2019 at Brooklyn. At Bay Ridge Avenue and 4th Avenue, the videos on my YouTube, but YouTube is deleting all my videos. So please, Manhattan Federal Court, please, in the monitors are not helping me. Please sanction these monitors, have them investigated, arrest all of them that purposely deny me help, like Legal Aid Society, like American Civil Liberties Union, and the other monitors, they don't advertise or nothing in the paper, in the radio, on news station, on train stations, platform, on trains, so that victims can know where to get help. And the law firms in America have been contacted, don't help me. So they are all covering up for each other, and they say they're going to kill me, and they've been sending people to tell me They're going to lie on me when I'm using the bathroom, that I'm smoking drugs and killing. And then everybody walk free. I'm even joining to make claims that I was adopting so many children. So I do back someone on the street and he's telling me, mommy, I said, please stop calling mommy, because there's something called parental estoppel that anybody can go to court and claim you had an informal adoption agreement with them, especially if you're dead, and the court will formalize it. And any all your estates, all your deceased will be given to the person's child. It's called parentage by estoppel, and they say when there's an informal adoption process, the court can formalize it because the court has to bend over backwards for the interest of the child, especially when there's a lot of money involved. So I'm single or married, and people are engaging in the ghetto lottery scheme. Ghetto lottery is a scheme whereby people would fake an accident, create an accident to sue the city of New York. You know, and I guess the defense would be, they said dead people tell no sell. They will have the police shoot me dead, claim I was doing drugs. And even if these people are caught and the police is caught, they will just say, look, I planned it with some of these people, and and I thought I wasn't gonna die if the police shoot me. And I died, so it's my fault. But they heard I adopted so many kids, so this kid should go ahead and inherit my estate. And even if their parents go to prison, they'll just give them a minimum sentence, I guess, just negligence that, I would say I'm a grown person, and I was doing a deal with these people and it backfired on me. So this is a hostage taken. So this is unsafe. FIFA, please investigate this. My mother also was homeless. They stole her passport, US passport. She became a US citizen. And tried this is one of my immigration case was going on. And it's a violation of due process. My mother brought me here, and they said she shouldn't have brought me. I was the only one arrested because I was a boy. Now I'm a girl. My mother didn't arrest her. And under equal protection of the law. If two people did something, why only arrest the boy, not the mother? So they said the U.S. doesn't like to arrest women for immigration cases. They say no right now, like 90% of people that arrest are still males. They love the women to arrest them. So this is crazy. How do you have a country? They say they're mainly arresting males, the immigration. They don't arrest women. So I was born a boy, I'm not a girl. And my mother brought me here, and the immigration arrested me that I shouldn't have come, and they let my mother walk free. She became a U.S. citizen. And I could probably through it. Some place stop your gender violence. There's a law now extended for 1 more year. Gender violence law. So I was born a boy, I'm not a girl. And I don't have teeth. People are violating me, even in your prisons. They beat up the gays. I was watching on Instagram, there's this gay person in prison. They target him all the time, was such a beater. And the police already arrested me, so I have to show up to court. I wasn't able to go to court. They said I stole something, and they didn't find anything I stole. I was trying to defend myself. I stupid, and the police smashed my head on the wall. A broken rapper said me up, his name is Primo. Like 2 days before the police arrested me, he was trending on Instagram. There's a bitch, it's going to show that bitch is nothing, it's going to get her touched. He said that bitch is nothing, so you're nothing bitch. And it was, he's a black American rapper, and he asked his wife on the video. His wife is Spanish, and he was saying, move your head. He was telling he's about to hit the woman's head. And 2 days later, so I went to the bathroom, and that broken rapper follows me around also, anywhere, man. He came to, last year also, before he got me arrested by lying on me. I don't know him. His name is Primo. I used to beg for money on Beaver Street and Broadway, and he came back. He didn't wear his hat, and he does open gambling on his Instagram page. And he's been bringing his kid around me also. I guess he believes if he kills me, he can claim his kid should hurt my state. I don't know what's wrong with him if he has a mental illness, but the police are using black Americans that appear to have mental illness. He's openly admitting to gambling, and he said, Mr. Spend that shit. He said, all his money spends it immediately so that the feds can't get it back from him. And he's following me around, bringing his child. I don't know if he has mental illness, and he's threatening, he was threatening his wife who was Spanish. That move your head, I'm going to show that bitch, that she's nothing, and I can touch her. And 2 days later, I posted the video on Instagram, on YouTube. I said, I think this broken rapper is talking about his name is Primo, Premo. And 2 days later, when I went to the bathroom, 7 police surrounded me. Into the bathroom, I said, what is going on? I said, Black American said you stole something. I said, can I explain to you? I'm under attack by Black American. As I was talking to the police, smashed my head against the wall. I've been having severe headaches. Please watch the video on my YouTube. This is crazy. Your gangs are taking over America. They're turning to Haiti. They say in Haiti now the gangs took over the country and they're kidnapping people. They're working with your police and they're smashing people's head against the wall. This is crazy. This is and they're turning to a civil unrest society. Your rappers are taking over with the NYPD, having the NYPD attack African immigrants like me, smashing my head against the wall. My mother has been killed. A Black American nephew has been killed. So please, squad, don't just stand by. This is a disruption of apartheid. And your federal monitors are deceiving the court, the legal society, American Civil Liberties Union, and some of these law firms that are getting money to expose any further acts of police profiling of minorities, and they don't do nothing. And it's really terrible. Other people have jumped the town staff. So they said in the charge they abuse Black Americans like this because the Black Americans are usually not literate after slavery. So I happened to finish high school in 1915. I was going to college here also. So please help me, court. My friend Ghana has been killed. I'm a Nigerian, and your lawyers are not helping me. They treat me like a slave in America. The police took my home in 2010, killed my friend Ghana was helping me. I've been on the street for 16 years. So please, my husband, Father, please help me. I'm a Nigerian. My mother's been killed. My father's been killed. And some Black American rappers said they're going to rape me. Even before PDD got arrested, I saw someone else like him. He came around me. And then he went to Nigeria and said, I will do anything for you, my love. I've traveled out the way around the world, my love. Then he released another song with the Brooklyn rapper, say, if you look good, act bad. If you look good, act bad. And that song was promoting sexual aggression. Now P.D.D. is in prison, and it's a Brooklyn rapper called Fabulous. He's stalking me. Anytime I go around this store, he will come out of the store and he will give me this horrible look. So they're trying to promote sexual aggression and saying, some of us, and claiming that some women like to be sexually abused. So they're trying to force me to go into this neighborhood. I normally stay here in Brooklyn to charge my phone, but they're hiring little kids with bicycles to beat me up. So I normally go to where that Fabulous has a store. He has a store called Chief, because there's a police camera at the phone charging booth there, near the store on Atlantic Avenue. So that's why I go to that area. So they're trying to make it look like, I enjoy the aggression. And they said that they're going to kill me and inherit any money I'm potentially worth, and claim I'm a member of a sex cult. They said there was a similar case called the Sarah Lawrence sex cult in upstate New York, like 2 years ago. This white professor was making college students sign waivers, and he was raping these women and making them pay money to be raped. And he was manipulating these kids in college to sign agreements to be raped. So the Biden administration prosecuted him, and he presented his receipts in court that these women voluntarily joined his court, but they were able to see he manipulated them, and nobody could accept that kind of abuse. So the Biden administration was able to get him put in prison. But this Trump administration decided he also has been linked to Epstein, and he has removed the civil rights lawyers from the federal civil rights office. So he has removed a lot of them, so they won't be able to help people that can't even get lawyers like me. So they want to make America Epstein Island. And some of the Black American rappers are targeting Africans like me to Robert Gill. There's another African I used to talk to, is homeless. They stole his green card, and while he was sleeping, and they stole my green card also. And he doesn't speak English, and and I love the immigrants. We all have like cultural barriers. Even I do speak English, but people just don't. Actually, don't understand what I'm saying. The police treat me weird. So as I'm trying to explain stuff, it's like, are you crazy? You keep saying all this stuff. I don't believe you. I'm going to call the ambulance. Sorry. So there's a Black American rappers like Little Kim. She said foreign rappers like Nicki Minaj that was born in Trinidad and Drake that was born in Canada said they sound crazy when they speak English. And there's also this Black American lady called Wendy Williams. She used to say, like a British lady Naomi Campbell, Jamaican British. She sounds crazy when she speaks English. So I believe some Americans believe we foreigners we sound mentally retarded when we speak English because of our accents, And your police are doing the same thing. So there's a cultural barrier. I don't know whether it's intentional or just ignorance. Where my mother was filmed, was crazy and cute. The girl behind the whole girl was and my mother was working as a nursing assistant and she couldn't have children herself. The hospital locked up, the police were arrested and locked up in mental ward. Also, put out in mental. So the police and some Americans are intentionally using language barriers. But we immigrants, we can't really, we don't speak American English and they're using that as a form of discrimination to frame us as crazy. So please, courts, please, assist me and help investigate this. And if you can also appoint me as a monitor, I'm a victim. And please get this ACLU, American Civil Liberty Union, out of that position. And please appoint me as a monitor. I can reach out to the victims, and probably advertise. But all these high-end monitors, they're not reaching out to the community and they're not helping immigrants. So please, liar, pants on fire. I don't want to point people liars, but please find out from them. Please subpoena all these monitors to come and appear in court. And please let me appear in court and please issue a protective order that the NYPD should desist and the rappers should desist from any act to rape me, kidnap me, and transfer any case pending criminal charges against me to the federal court. There's a sex trafficking law Trump signed, and that law says if someone is a victim of human trafficking, even if they are facing any charges in America, the court should expunge any criminal record they have. It's called the FRYE, victims of human trafficking. So my mother came here with a green card. Her daughter who was born here, Bolani, filed a green card for her. And my mother told her daughter to file a green card for me also, but she didn't file. So when I arrived with my mother in 2000, the immigration arrested me, said that Bolani didn't file a green card. And then Bolani pretended she's a U.S. citizen, she filed for me. So under international law, I was a teenager, and when she initially filed for my mother and lied that she filed for me, I was still 14. So under international law, you can't separate a mother and child by playing tricks, and stuff. So that daughter probably didn't like me because I'm gay, and so she was very abusive, and she decided to set me up. Lied to my mother that she filed the green card she filed for my mother covers me. And when we arrived in America, I was arrested by U.S. immigration. They said that Barnes had filed a separate green card for me. They don't allow mothers to bring children in. But since I was a sibling, the U.S. citizen can file a separate green card for the sibling. But there's a government order also that immigration shouldn't arrest children, especially the parent has a visa. You should just give the child humanitarian visa. So due to the manner that my mother's daughter tricked me to come here without a visa, and I've been facing it, going through it, So I'm a victim of human trafficking. So any criminal charges against me, saying the police is lying that the Black American rappers are saying I'm stealing their phone and I'm hiding in the toilets in the subway. And like that Primo said was going to get a bitch arrested to show that bitch is touchable. And 2 days later, the police showed up in the bathroom, Chambers Street bathroom. And there's a Black American subway worker. He knows about that plan. Because he started posting on Instagram. He said, stay out the building. And he put the fire ambulance sign. So anytime I go to that station, Chambers Street, they always send Spanish people to make fun of me. So this Black American rapper is one of Spanish. And if you say nigga, your dude stinks. Get out this bathroom. Before the police arrest you, nigga. So I've been recording it like who is saying all these Spanish women to be calling me nigger? Then this Black American rapper Primo, see to Spanish women. And then he also posted a video that, that there's a bitch that's touchable, and I'm going to show that bitch that she's touchable, I can violate her. So, I've been seeing that broken rapper come around me, so I'm like, I think this Primo guy, I'm the one he's talking about, but it's very hostile. He's been following me around in Manhattan, and he's been talking about me. So the Black American gang communities are aware about me that even PDD was trying to sex traffic me. So I guess they believe if they kill me, they can go and lie in court that adopted their child. But this broken rap, I don't know if it's mentally ill, it's so excessive. He was threatening me and bringing his child on the videos as a 3-year-old child. And I believe he thinks he kills me. His child can inherit from me. I claim, I agreed to be abused, sexually abused and killed, and to adopt kids, from through my death and whatever. So this is just crazy. And please, in the interest of that child, please, my heart federal court, please institute a hearing so I can present evidence. And they're hacking into my phones. I'm not saying in case I disappear or the police arrest me. So please, courts, continue to investigate this. You know. So this is what is going on.